The following is an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.
Coming to you live from Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. Tonight, we have Junction City versus Lafayette County. It is homecoming tonight for Junction City. It's always a special time. We have a special guest. We will not bring him in yet. Stay with us, and we'll bring him in a little later in the broadcast. I think y'all are going to be very excited. I'm Brennan Cup alongside me, Derek Rocket, Caleb Tommy, Gary Meeks, Denton Ashcraft. Derek, start with you. You weren't at the game last week. You've read about it. You've seen the licks.
Mm-hmm.
That was how Junction City was supposed to play football from the get-go. What did you like most about last week?
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Just the aggression that we're seeing this year is something we hadn't seen in a few years. These kids are eager to hit. They're flying to the ball, but you brought it up. You said, yeah, they're flying to the ball. They're hitting. They're excited. They're aggressive. They're disciplined.
Disciplined.
That's what you said. They're flying to the ball at the right angles. They're taking the right angles. They're gang tackling. I mean, it's what you want to see this time of year. They're not lollygagging. They're building momentum and they're keeping it going. I mean, hopefully it keeps the ball rolling tonight.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's kind of like this. There was a lot of hype behind this Junction City team last year. I'm not going to say they underperformed, but for the talent they had, underperformed's not the word. The goal wasn't met. That's how I'll put it. This year, the hype wasn't there. I saw one list that didn't even have Junction City in the top 10 in 2A. I think on the other one there was 5 or 6 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing with the chip on their shoulder, and it shows. They've sent a message. They played, in my book, one of the elite teams in 2A in Mount Ida. Both teams go after that game looking for more because Mount Ida put the ball on the ground, I think, 3 times, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't play good football. Come out with a win, that's always great. But there was a lot left to be desired from both teams. I could actually see both of those teams beating down the road. Two other teams that I'm looking at. This is my top 4. EPC, I think you give them the number 1 spot.
Yep.
That's not a knock on Junction City.
Yep.
I just think they made the state championship last year. They returned most of that roster. The other team, Mount Ida, we've already seen them. Cross County was the other team.
Cross County is one I was going to bring up.
And
that's maybe a second-round matchup we're going to get to see here in the border town. But, I mean, this Dragon team, like you said, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. But we played Mount Ida in week 2.
Yes, exactly.
So you got to think this ain't the same Dragon team. They've made improvements every single week, and that's coaching. That's coaching. They're in the weight room. They're on this field. They're practicing. They're in the indoor, and the grind hasn't stopped, and it showed. And they're bought in, and it's exciting to watch, exciting to call.
I can't remember the exact stats. Me and Kyle figured them up on the way to the game the other day. Before last week's game, this offense is putting up a little over 37, and I want to say the defense was 7 to 10, somewhere in that area. And that's only because Smackover coming here, scored what they did. But other than that, dude, it's this coaching staff, these players, it looks good. Tonight we've got, looks like Brady Britton, Zyreek Hampton, Zy Snow, Graydon Henry is your captains. That's a good looking.
72 is a monster from Lafayette County.
And I tell you, Derek, people are starting to talk. Junction City's going to trot out 48 to 50 kids. That's not a knock. That is a testament to this coaching staff getting these kids involved. Because the same numbers at this school were here 3 or 4 years ago when Coach Ball and the staff took over. I think there was, 15 to 17 kids?
Mm-hmm.
Same amount of kids in the classroom. That is a testament to this coaching staff getting these kids motivated to play football.
They're bought in.
Yes.
I mean, plain and simple, they're bought in.
So people can talk all they want. You cannot hate on a school for the kids and the coaching staff getting these kids motivated to play. That's all. I'll leave it at that. But, yes, it's an intimidating factor. You look over there behind that sign, Derek. There's 50 kids waiting on you.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Let's see. We're getting ready for the toss here. Curious to see how Coach Ball does this tonight, Derek. You want to go in healthy to these playoffs. I think we've been for the most part, pretty healthy this year. You want to get business handled early, get your second unit some playing time, and like we've talked about all year, your second unit is a lot of kids that would start and be stars on those teams.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a deep team. We do have a lot of real important seniors, and, I mean, they're going to be irreplaceable.
It's a big class.
But Yeah, like you said, it's 9th through 12th, and we had a freshman come in and get 4 carries for 40 yards last week. I mean, it's pick your poison, honestly. But yeah, you're right. You want to get the main guys rested, but to do that, you got to come out here and take care of business. As soon as that whistle blows, I mean, they better be after it, or it's not going to happen.
Junction City deferred, will kick, so we will be back in 2 minutes with some Junction City football. Coming to you live from Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. I'm Brennan Cup, alongside me, Derek Rocket. And we're set to begin conference action here. Reed Cates will be the man teeing this thing up, and I'm watching Jackson Caldwell and DJ Brown on this side right here, Derek.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen that all year.
I think he kicked one the other day to about the 15.
Yep.
So here we go. Reed is ready to kick this thing off. Kick is up, and it's going to be at about the 38, and they're going to fall on it there. So Lafayette County will get their first look offensively, starting at their own. Pretty good spot, all the way at the 40. I had him at the 38. That's where they'll begin their first drive. And right off the bat, see a couple players that we're used to seeing out there, Derek, that are not.
Yeah. I don't see DK in the secondary. I don't see Big Deuce.
I'm watching Dalton Baker on this far left. I think that's Melvin in on that interior, another big player for this year. Here we go. Lafayette County's going to drop in the gun. Baker right in his face, right off the bat, going to try to dump it off. Ball's tipped, knocked down. That was Graydon Henry. How many times have we said Dalton Baker's been in the quarterback's face, Derek?
Countless. I mean,
over the last 3 years.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to go back a couple years to really count that number, and it's high.
Looks like Jermaine Kennedy, this side, another big-time player coming in this year. The junior. Zamundre Gray, far side. We all know Ja'Cory Larry, Brennan Lee. Front four looks like Dalton Baker, Melvin, Lamarion. Is that Nemo far side? Going to hand it off, try to get that interior. Lamarion Robinson kind of blew it up, see if you can contain. Got some running room.
And Larry pushed off of that block and read it perfectly.
It's going to be a first down. I got him just a hair shy on that far side, but I thought he had enough. That should move the chains right at midfield. Lamarion did a good job inside. Got a good block on this outside edge. Just kind of opened that up, Gary. See, ball's right just shy of midfield. See if you can get a push up front, get a negative play here. Another kid on the sideline, that's Duff, the big junior. Towering over Deuce is not a easy feat, Derek. You're going to get a timeout. We're going to step away with 60 seconds with them. 11:04 left here in this first quarter. Lafayette County took a timeout, so they'll have 2 remaining for the half. You got to get a push up front here, Derek. See if you can get a negative play.
I'm looking at Nemo on the end here.
I run everywhere but him. That's Dalton Baker that blew that up, and I think Melvin cleaned it up. Looks like Jackson Caldwell was in there as well. About a 2-yard loss. You want to put them behind the sticks, make that quarterback throw the ball.
Yeah.
Another kid that's played phenomenal football this year. That's Graydon Henry. Wasn't even going to play football this year. He stepped up. He's looked good.
He reads the play
Phenomenal.
as good as anybody out there. And, I mean, he ain't always the one making solo tackles out there. But I bet at the end of every other play, you're going to see 32 right there at it.
And congratulations to DeKylan and Nemo getting offers this week. I think DeKylan was Arkansas Tech, maybe. And I think Nemo was the same in Arkansas State. Going to get a free 5 here. It's going to back them up to 2nd and 17. 10-18 left here in the first quarter.
I feel like for Nemo, it's going to be the start of very many offers to come.
Oh, man, just a junior. Sky's the limit for that kid. I think next year him and Duff are going to get some big-time offers.
Yeah, his frame is unbelievable. So is Duff's.
Nemo
Can't
just kind
teach size. I mean, you just can't.
Well, that's 2 names that Coach Ball gave us, players he was watching. Jackson Caldwell, Nemo Caldwell. Both those players he said would be huge for Junction. He said, you boys are going to like Nemo. Everybody kind of knew about Jackson from last year, but Nemo was the surprise, man. It's a big one. He's going to fake the handoff. That's Lamarion Robinson giving chase. The junior Jackson Caldwell right there. That should be, going to see, kind of looking for maybe an intentional grab in
that's
there.
what I was looking for. Yep, there it is.
Regardless, 3rd and 17.
No, there's laundry.
There's a
on the
flag.
field.
Okay, I see it.
No, he's pointing towards the defense. Oh, no, there it is. Intentional grounding.
Quarterback had nowhere to go, just tried to flip it out there. There's Verdon, another big sophomore coming on for these Dragons. I tell you what, Lamarion Robinson, another good-looking kid, 6'3", around 300-pound frame, junior, going to be a big-time player.
I mean, just look at the left side of that line with Duff and Nemo.
Duff's out there, the kid we were talking about. 6'7", 285. That's one thing you can't teach, gentlemen. First year playing football, and he's blew everybody's expectations out of the water so far. And here we go. This is where you get them pinned, 3rd and long. This Dragon defense is a lot of interceptions this year. See if they can come up with one here. Baker pressuring him. Caldwell gets it away. Should have a punting situation. I was scared Caldwell got there just a hair early, Derek.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. You seen the coach on Lafayette County sideline kind of run to the ref a little bit like, hey, man.
4th and long. Bring some pressure here. Let's see. We got
Larry back deep.
Jacory back deep. Along with him, Zamundre Gray. Like you said, Coach Ball's going to try to rest a few of the starters tonight. Keep them healthy, man. You got to keep these kids healthy for the playoff run. 10:05 left here in the first. Either one of these kids back deep, able to hit the home run ball if they get it. So let's see what happens. Pretty decent punt. It's going to go to Gray. Gray's going to field it on the hop, try to get around this side. He does. Gray past the 40. Here he goes. Nobody's catching him. I don't see any laundry. He's got cavalry. Zamundre Gray, the junior.
Phone was ringing, buddy, and he answered.
Yes, sir. Zamundre Gray, another kid, like we talked about last year, come up with these high expectations. In his eyes, he didn't live up to them. I thought he did phenomenal last year. This year, he's took that step. He's starting to be a guy, the guy. So, Junction City will line up and go for 2. We'll have to wait a little longer to see that offense out there, Derek.
We're going to get to see it.
Looks like big Gavin Thurman, the sophomore, trotting in.
That's another kid that's going to be huge next year, next 2 years.
You can't teach size. This Junction City team,
you can't teach it.
They run big kids in and out every play. Nemo lining up for the direct snap.
Brendan
Lee alongside him. So you're going to figure Nemo's just going to follow his blockers, and that's a man you don't want to get in front of. 8-0 Junction City, 9:52 left in the first. After the Zamundre Gray punt return touchdown, Junction City set to tee it up again. Reed Cates has it. He kicked it at about that 38, 40-yard line. First one, I kind of think he'll stay there, Derek. See if we can get the big hit. I wouldn't mind putting it at about that 45. We got some headhunters over here on this side. See what he does. He's going to kick it about the same, a little bit deeper this time. Right at the 30, he's going to try to get a return. And Brennan Lee is going to upend him right there at about the 37.
Brennan Lee and Graydon Henry.
Brennan Lee is a kid you do not want to run up to an open field. He's looking to make that big hit every play.
Yeah, he's a hard hitter.
I mean, he does well picking up and driving his feet.
Clemens not being in the secondary this year, he was probably our hardest hitter on the team last year.
Yep.
Brennan Lee definitely filled those shoes because he's laid some licks this year. Caldwell has too.
This is where Lafayette County will start at the 38. See what this Dragon defense can do on their second opportunity. 9:46 left in the first, 8-0 Junction City. Dalton Baker blows that up, trying to get around this outside. Brennan Lee and a host of other Dragons. I think that was Jermaine Kennedy, the junior. About a 2-3 yard loss. Jermaine Kennedy. Derek, we'll go ahead and start that. Name a couple kids this year that's kind of stepped up. Not in your starlight with your DeKylan Hamptons, your Jermaine Singleton. Who stepped up in your eyes the most?
I mean, I guess the one that really stands out is going to be Verdon.
Yep.
He came in, and we seen him come in on a scrimmage, I believe, and had 3 or 4 tackles real late. And, man, who is this kid? Oh, he's a sophomore. And then every week you see a few more snaps, and then you're seeing tackles for losses in prime time, in crunch minutes. He's making big-time plays. And we get 2 more years of this kid. And this is another one. Cornbread-fed boy from the country. You can't teach it. You can't teach size.
Yep.
And he's fat. He's got a great build. And he's the one that stands out to me more than any of them as far as just a surprise that I wasn't looking forward to this year.
I'm going to say Jermaine Kennedy, 5, man. I don't have his stats. We'll get into that just a little bit. I think he may be leading with 3 or 4 interceptions. The kid has made some big-time tackles. He's a big part of this team.
He's a hard hitter.
We'll get into that. 2nd and 17 here after the free 5. Like we said, you could name every kid out there and talk about them, talk good about them. We'll get on that. Here we go. Going to try to keep it and go around that side. That's Jackson Caldwell is going to sling him to the ground. No, sir. Back behind the 25. Like I said, man, if you get into this defensive stats for this Dragon team, it's impressive. And like I said, you're without 2 or 3 of your guys tonight. You got 8 sitting over here at 6'2", around 200 pounds. You're without him. You've got your monster, Big Deuce sitting out tonight. That right there's enough said, Derek.
But I tell you, with this Dragon roster, the depth we have, you don't talk about guys like Zyrick Hampton enough.
Exactly.
Any position on the field he can play. He can get on the defensive line. He can hold the extra point. You know what I mean? He can play any position on the field, and he don't show up in the stat sheet every time.
Going to try to throw it over that middle. You
yep.
can't do it. That's
Cam
Murphy.
Murphy's another one. I mean, it's pick your poison with these Dragons.
He's got a chance to go all the way with this one, Derek.
That's house.
I don't see any laundry. That right there, folks, is a sophomore. Cam Murphy with the interception return. You're starting to creep up. If teams keep throwing the ball on this Dragon team, you're going to start creeping up, and we've got a guy we're going to bring in just a little bit. It's going to be able to tell you all about it. We're going to keep that surprise till after this next break. 7:58 left here in the first. Junction City will go for 2. Looks like Caldwell be taking the direct snap again, and Coach Ball told us to get ready to look forward to that, Derek.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to line up heavy on that right side. I would think Caldwell's just going to follow Brennan Lee. Gavin Thurman coming in again. It's going to be tough to stop that man. Here we go. Direct snap goes to Caldwell. Caldwell, big hole. 16-0 Dragons. 7:58 left in the first. We'll be back in 60. Cates has it teed up, ready to go. 7:58, 16-0. We still have not seen that Junction City offense on the field yet.
I got hopes. We're going to see it
happen. Reed's going to onside this one. Good bounce. Go up and level somebody. I think Junction City has the ball.
We're going to see it.
You called it, Derek. I think that was Murphy that come away with the ball.
Blake Major, get your game ball ready because Cam Murphy's got his name written on it already.
Our special guest tonight, I'm excited. I've been excited since I found out he was going to be here tonight.
Drum roll, please.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Big emphasis on legend.
Go ahead, Doug.
Oh, man, I want to tell you something. It is awesome to be back up on top of the old Emerson Brewer, especially with you guys and seeing Coach Meeks when I crawled up here. And I had to crawl, believe me. It was just brought back a flood of memories. And to see how this game has started and how this team is looking is awesome.
Yeah, receiver was set up about 3 yards off sides. Larry's just going to hit Nemo. I don't know if you're going to catch him. That big man can move. DeCorey Larry with a touchdown pass to Nemo Caldwell. And just like that, Dub, there's your taste of the offense.
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
They saw you up here, and they're going to show you everything they got. I tell you what, Derek, Wayne, everybody, DeCorey's threw it as well as I've seen him throw it last week.
It's gotten better every week.
If they add that, if he adds that to his game, you can write it up. You can go ahead and get the rings ready. I'll say it now. You can stack the box all you want. If he gets where he can throw it and throw it comfortably, ball game.
That's what if your quarterback is comfortable in that pocket. And I remember Jake going back to when Randall Holyfield was quarterback. Gary, we all talked about it. That first year he quarterback, they were doing great. Of course, they were loaded. But we kept saying when Holyfield gets comfortable in that pocket, there's no stopping him. And once he got rolling, there was no stopping.
Is Nemo throwing this?
He
is.
is.
Oh, Zyreek dropped it. Just a little far out front. 22-0. Dragons will be back in 60. They heard Dub's voice, Derek, and immediately, as soon as it started ringing, Larry was to Nemo for a touchdown.
In the words of Coach Ball, we're going to put on for Big Papa Pump.
That one went about 6 yards. Kind of slipped as he kicked it, as Cates. We're going to get to see this Dragon defense one more time, and we're going to step on that. Wayne, you got a few numbers for us. This defense, interception-wise, man, it's getting up there a little bit.
They are. The most I can find was the 2009 team. They had 26. That's talking about, of course, been verified. And this bunch is on a pace, and, of course, depending on how far their playoff run goes, which hopefully will go all the way to December in Little Rock, they have a chance to break that. I'm still looking for the 68 team because they had a ton of interceptions.
That's the one you told me about.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you about that, I need to find out more on.
Dalton Baker and a host of Dragons are there to make that stop. About a 2-3 yard gain. We'll talk about another player on offense if we get to see the offense again, Wayne.
Brendan, one thing, we're talking about the guys making interceptions, but what's impressing me, and I know Coach Meeks is over there, I know him, he is fired up about it, that front line of Junction City. When you control the line, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, you control the game, and it's just as simple as that.
Absolutely, and like you said, you're not even going to see Deuce out there tonight. He's got a little space on this outside here. He's got a chance. He's not going to break Larry and them, though. Good-looking run, best run we've seen tonight from Lafayette County. It's going to get them pretty deep in Junction City territory. And if you know this coaching staff, they want that shutout. So early in this game, I know you're 7:04 left in the first, but they're coaching for a shutout. So you're going to pin your ears back and you're playing without what I call your center fielder into Kylan tonight, your captain of the defense. Like I said, we're trying to keep these kids healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's the right decision by Coach Ball. Here we go. You see Duff. He towers over everybody on that defensive line. Quarterback in the gun, he's going to hand to his big running back, trying to get around that outside. Lamarion Robinson gets his big paws on him, and he's going nowhere. Positive yards for that Cougar offense there. Looks like they're inside the 20, call it the 18, Wayne.
Yeah, they made it to the red zone.
Melvin coming off, Nemo coming on. Now you're getting other than Deuce, you're getting you got 4 of your big guys up front now. See what that Junction City defense can do.
Well, like you mentioned a while ago, they want the shutout. I mean,
oh, they do.
You want to keep that streak going, or get it back going, I should say.
And here we go. Quarterback in the gun, going to try to hand. He's got some room. There's a flag I think they're going to hold. Last week, I think it was 59-0. There was a little bit of time left on the clock, midway through the 4th running clock. I saw Byron looking back. He was wanting it because they were starting to drive a little bit. In my eyes, he did the right thing, keeping them off the field. You don't want to risk injury at 50, but he wanted that shutout.
Well, one thing it does when you got the backups in there and stuff. Number one, you're getting film on them. Number two, you're putting them in a situation. You're creating a situation where we go, hey, we don't want them to score.
Yep.
Shut them out. Keep them out of the end zone.
Trust them.
And you're developing that player. And that's why situations like that, yeah, it'd be great to run the first unit back in there. Don't do it. Keep those guys out there and let them get used to, handling some pressure.
You may need those kids later on.
Absolutely.
Press gets up on smack over 7-0. Dalton Baker did not get him down, but there's a host of other Dragons. Verdon, one of them. Derek, you talked about him. Yep. Jackson Caldwell. We've talked about Kennedy. We've talked about Verdon. Who's another one for you, Derek?
I pick any of them. Cam Murphy.
Murphy.
Any of them, honestly. They're just – everybody's bought in. So every kid's going to go out there and give you 100% every play, and it's just refreshing to see. And like Wayne said earlier, up there on the defensive front and the offensive front, that's where the game is controlled. And the games that we have drug behind on or haven't played like Dragon, the Dragon's stoppable.
Absolutely, I agree. Here we go, 3rd and long, getting back into that throwing situation. Dalton Baker right in his face. You got Cam Murphy, may have a chance at another one. Jermaine Kennedy's going to pick that up. I believe that's number 5 on the year. He's got some speed. Good lick laid, just shy of the 30. Is that 5, Wayne, or do you remember?
That should be 5 for him.
Jermaine Kennedy, the junior, that's the kid I talked about. Another kid I want to talk about, 70, Tavion Jamison. A name we did not hear much of at the beginning of the season. This kid stepped up and played big minutes. I'm really impressed.
On both sides of the ball.
Yes.
While they getting everything sorted out, one of the things you talk about interceptions, go back and look through, just Dragon football history. The 68 team, Tom Williams had those 19 interceptions. You had 2 9-techs or defensive ends, Ronnie Hall and Danny George, that were just causing problems, creating pressure for the quarterback, forcing him to have to hurry and throw.
Good luck catching this kid.
He's gone.
You ain't catching him.
Holy
Phone's
Moses.
ringing.
That kid right there, boy. And you know what's even better, Wayne and Derek? He's got a twin brother. Here we go. Larry, untouched. And that's what we've tried to tell Allen. Not only can he throw it, but that right there, that's his bread and butter.
That's what he does.
That is grease, lightning fast.
That's where he makes his living right there.
Got that 6'1" frame, sitting at a skinny frame. I'm not going to guess his weight. I'm not really sure. But his brother, like we said, that's Jacory. Jacory on defense, another one. You don't have to talk about him. His play does all the talking you need. I will say it. He's the best corner in 2A football, and I'll say it confidently.
I agree with that.
Here we go. Jacory in the gun. Alongside him, that's Jackson Caldwell.
There's a reason why Kennedy has so many interceptions is because Larry's on the other side. His man ain't open.
They're not throwing to it. They're not throwing Larry's way. Everybody knows that. Here we go. Going to hand to Caldwell. Nothing there. He's going to get stopped short. We'll be back in 60 seconds. After the long touchdown run by DeCorey Larry, failed 2-point conversion. Cates is ready to kick this one off again. Tried the onside last time, got it about 6 yards past, did not meet the 10 yards qualified.
I say you send it.
Send it right here, Derek. I like it. I like that kick right there. It's going to go at about the 40. Woo, good job by 2 from Lafayette County following on that because I thought it was fixing to take a hop and get over the top of him. Several kids down there to make that play. And that's what I like right there. Get them down to about that 35, 36, Wayne. Make them start that. With this defense, and that's another thing, Derek. The reason Ball is comfortable with these onside kicks, this defense does not give up yards.
Yeah.
So that's a luxury you have as a coach to be able to trust your defense if you onside kick.
And another testament to them getting a lot of interceptions, they're getting them behind on the early downs.
Yeah.
And so they're making them throw the ball. You got more opportunities to pick it off because they're getting behind on the sticks. Junction's been pretty good in the last 5 or 6 games of not giving up those big chunk plays on the early downs.
Absolutely, and here we go. Ready to roll at the 36-yard line. They're on side of the field. Quarterback's in the gun. I think you just try to run. I mean, you pick your poison.
Well, they've been running the ball decent against that Dragon front.
Good
like
block
right
out
there.
here. And you're going to see Jacory Larry make that tackle. That was a good block on this edge on Brennan Lee to open that play up. First down carry. Good hands by the official out there. Just shy of midfield. Sad I didn't get a number on that block. I just seen the block come up and push Lee off and kind of open that up. And look who's out there, fellas. Wayne, is that Big Deuce clogging the middle?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Get your first look at the big senior. What I tell you? Oh, pulled off of him. Deuce held him long enough. Big 5-4.
Something I was going to point out, the play before the interception, go back to that. You had 4 guys on the quarterback and a 5th one coming up to bring them down. The pursuit is what I really like in this team. Hadn't seen that in a while. These guys pursue. And just then, okay, Deuce didn't quite get them down, but guess what? 2 more were there in the third, I noticed, was coming up fast. I like seeing that in this team. They're not just standing there being tourists. They're out there being involved.
The kid I called your captain is on the field as well. That's the Kyle on Hampton far side. Get you a good look at him, Wayne. You're going to be impressed. They got 2 on the board. Call it 2nd and 8. Here we go. Thought I saw some early movement.
Yep.
On delay a game. Here we go. Walnut Ridge is up 36-0, and I believe Denton, first quarter, I believe Denton gave us an update, Rising 6, Fordyce nothing.
Yeah.
What's going on with that Fordyce team? They're a lot of teams had them competing for a state championship this year, and I did too, and they lost to Lake Village 2 weeks ago. That's uncharacteristic of them, man. Here we go, 2nd and 13. 3:29 left here in the first, 28-0 Dragons. You got both your kids on the field here with DeKylan and Big Deuce. See if we can get a push. They're going to try to go right back up that interior, and that is Brennan Lee. It's going nowhere. Yeah. EPC's up on Desart 13-6. That's one that we were keeping an eye on too. EPC, like I said, number 1 in just about every bracket you look at. Hector up on Conway Christian 16-0. Conway Christian lost just about everybody last year, Wayne.
Yeah, I have to say it was a senior loaded team, and when if you're not built to compete every year, it's hard to bounce right back up that next year and be competitive.
Carlisle's up 2-0 on England. Was that a forfeit?
I think that was the bottom of the 4th.
Another one, Wayne. Going to back them up 5.
Yep.
Murfreesboro's up 14-6. I saw a post about that. They were worried about that game. A lot of those kids got hurt last week against Junction City. Junction City played to the standard last week. And I'm not wishing injuries on any team, but they were laying the pad last week, fellas. That's some scores around 2A. We'll keep you updated. Do you have it? Eldorado scored, didn't Jonesboro? Eldorado was up 7-0 last week. Hurd over Jonesboro. Here we go, 3rd and call it long, call it 15. Going to try a little trick play. Nope, did not fake the reverse. It's not
great.
going anywhere.
That's
textbook.
They're okay, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5, 6 guys over there on the ball.
Let me point it out. You see 5'4"? That's a 380-pound kid chasing that down.
Yes, running him down.
And big dudes.
I know Big Gary's fired up because you seal it off, you hold your position as a 9 tech, and you keep forcing them to the outside. You got people supposed to be coming up in support, and they're doing it. And Ball and them's got the defense, and Coach Jones has definitely got to throw him in that Big B. They got this defense dialed in.
And a lot of you got the post Arkansas Sports Network through Deuce in there. A lot of people, he looks slow, too big. Come watch this young man play football, and you tell me he's too slow. Oh, I thought had a chance at blocking that one. Not a good punt. But, yes, a lot of people were talking. You look at 380 pounds, and you would think, okay, he's too big to play. No, sir. Big Deuce is a special young man is all I can tell you. It's 7-all in that Jonesboro-Eldorado game. That's going to be a pretty good game. We're going to get a look at the offense again here, Wayne. Buckle up.
We better watch fast the way it's been going.
If I'm guessing, if Brennan Lee, you didn't get to see him tote the ball last year.
Look at 8 by itself.
Watch DeKylan on that far side if we throw it. They're going to play off a little bit. I would cheat my safety that way if I'm Lafayette County.
Don't move.
We get the snap, and he's going to throw it over there to DeKylan. Gets them feet moving. Here we go. He's a contact guy, Wayne. It's 6'2", 200. DeKylan wants all of it. Kind of a low spot from Larry. Had to go down and get it. It didn't take DK long to get those feet moving, though, across midfield. Looks like at about the 41, Wayne?
Yes, we're on right on the 41.
Derek, go ahead and take play-by-play for a minute.
All right. You got trips left. Larry in the gun. Brennan Lee to his right. Nemo goes in motion. He fakes out. He hands it off to Brennan Lee. He's got a hole. Broke a tackle. Bringing it back out to the outside. Don't get a hole here. And Brennan Lee's another one that looks for the contact. You got room left, room right. Let's find shoulder pad.
You know, Derek, one thing I like here. Okay, we'll go to Hampton on the pass. Let him create a little something, get a little something. Or we're going to run it with Lee. You still got several more weapons, and you got the quarterback who just showed you he can easily go to the house.
And the thing is, though, you got to tackle these guys over and over and over. And then you got Nemo getting the ball, and he's 6'4", 230. And you got to tackle him over and over, and that's why you see late in the games, these guys don't want to get touched. We used to see it with Grantel Kennedy back in the day. By mid-second quarter, these guys they're tired of tackling him.
Enough about Grantel Kennedy. That's Larry around the right side. What did D-Wood just say that score was? Did you
20,
see that?
20, let's go to DSN scoreboard real quick. Poe 26, Bearden 8.
Bearden's won in that conference over there now, fellas.
Wow.
Poe, and I think, don't hold me to it, but that may be who
that
comes
may
here
be
week
our
one.
first round matchup.
It's one to keep an eye on. D-Wood with the score update there. It's
Bearden's
kind of a
tough
shocker.
team.
Yeah, Bearden. I'm not going to say they're the Bearden of old, but they're getting back
they're
to
a tough team.
what they used
They're
to
tough.
be.
Yeah.
You're seeing improvements.
Larry in the gun with Brennan Lee. He's going to flip it out to DeKylan. 2-point conversion's good. 36-0. We'll be back in 60.
.37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Junction City on a roll, 36-0. Set to kick it off for the umpteenth time. And once again, they'll sideline it. Ball is loose, and I believe Junction got it. I'm not sure.
It looks like he came over the top and got it.
And that's what you want. You know, why do they do that? Well, number one, And Coach Meeks, I know, agrees with me wholeheartedly. Coach Carpenter loved to do it because you eliminate the return, you set up and put a little bit of fear in your opponent coming down there with the headhunters. And, yeah, you're willing to give up, if you don't get the ball, you're willing to give up a little bit of position. But Jeremiah King on the recovery, let me get that in real quick.
You trust your defense.
But you trust your defense to take care of business. And that's what you got here. Of course, in this case, the Dragon offense back on the field.
No ball, Mr. Wayne.
That's it. Makes you proud to see it.
Yeah.
And makes you even more proud to see this young man. Mama said, come to the house. Yes, ma'am, Mama, I'm there. And it's 42-0, Junction City, and the won't stop now.
Wayne, it's just something about seeing the wishbone on a cold Friday night in the border town, man. It just
I wish Jacob Pumphrey was up here. He would have Coach Meeks is over there crying. He won't admit it.
It's a beautiful thing.
I love seeing the bone, baby.
And I want to think this is Lafayette County's second time to come to Junction.
You know what? You're right.
You know, they came my senior year and gave us a ball game.
Yeah, that was one that it was big anticipation for that game.
Yes.
You know, a big one. We're just going to keep it here, folks. It's the end of the first quarter. The clock will probably be, I think the agreement was already reached before time. They're just going to run it nonstop. 43-0 Junction City. It is the fourth meeting between these two. Coach Meeks brought it a while ago. 2003, the Dragons won. I believe that was second round, 21-7.
21-14.
Or 21-14. Now, y'all only give up one touchdown. I believe you only give up one. Coach Carter going to get on to you. Well, no, Coach Lowe's going to get on to you for adding a touchdown.
Well, I know the touchdown was a 99-yard.
Oh, I'll never forget it. Man, we got him, and it goes to the pass, actually.
Yeah.
So the next time they actually met was in, I believe, 22, the 1 year Coach Carpenter when he came back and coached. Dragons won over there, and then last year. And, of course, it is homecoming in Junction City, the 91st homecoming. First one was in 1935, Gary. Yeah. And the Ruston, or actually Louisiana Tech, I believe, orchestra came up and played for the homecoming dance. And no, Coach Carpenter wasn't there, nor was I there. But it's great to see the crowds tonight. We had the class of 2015. They claim they're the greatest class to ever come through here. They are down in the, I believe, north end zone. They were doing a little celebrating. Class of 2018 was also here, and there was a couple more that was here. And getting ready for the game, having a little bit of festivities. It's great to see them all here. The Dragons in control. Go ahead and say, might as well. They will clinch the conference tonight, and they will improve their record to 8-1. And the most important thing right now is keeping these young men focused and no injuries. And, you know, Derek touched on that. You want to keep everybody healthy.
Well, it's just that time of the year, and we've had injuries. The past, that's another recovery for the special teams. But we've had the past few years. We've had key players. Baker goes down 2 years ago in the playoffs, and we had a few big names last year in the play. My brain ain't working, Wayne, but it's been a thing the past couple of years, and we're trying to avoid it. And Ball said, you get on their throats early, and let's get these guys some rest because we got a long couple months ahead of us.
And I think you're lucky to see some freshmen that moved up tonight. Let's get them there. This is a good opportunity to get them some reps in, varsity level action. The game's going to be a whole lot quicker.
Yep, and bigger.
And bigger, yeah.
And bigger. Adrian Perry on that recovery of the onside kick, and if you can't get it, it's not Junction's fault.
No,
they're going to keep doing it. In the bone again from the 30.
Hampton.
And I thought he was fixing to get a great tackle there. Great hustle. Can you get that number for me?
That kid right there has been making plays
all night. He has.
He's been flying to the ball.
I can't quite get his
number. I think
number.
it's number 50.
Yeah, I believe so. If he'll turn.
He was the one that had that big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60.
It's number 60.
Yeah, he's got a little quickness about him. He's been flying to the ball.
And, to go back to touch on what you said, Derek, about the injuries and stuff, was talking to Coach of the things they did after last year, because last year they was on a good roll and then the injuries started.
Quarterback sneak.
Larry up the middle, touchdown.
28-yard quarterback sneak, Wayne.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably I would guess the last we'll see of him is now 49-0. But one thing Coach Ball and his staff did after the season, they ran into problems last year. Injuries really hurt, or you had players banged up that couldn't quite go full speed. This year they put themselves in situations. What happens if this guy's out, or this guy's out, or this one? What do we do? And they work on it in practice. So, you want to rest everybody up and everything, and you may get to do that, and you will tonight, but you still at the same time, just in case, what do we do if something happens? And I like seeing and hearing that they're doing that, looking at, hey, we need to be ready for all scenarios.
Think about it, you still got a big one next week in Spring Hill.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you want to go in there, quick on all cylinders, have everybody healthy.
That's right, because the next week is suitcase time.
Yes.
And, it's time to play then, or definitely time to get down and play. Extra point is up and good. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. Your new score, Junction City 50, Lafayette County 0. We'll be back at 30. Junction City set the kickoff here. Second quarter, Dragons half 100 on the board already. And once again, they'll hit it to the side. And this time, Lafayette County will recover it around the 28.
Mr. Wayne, you hit it on being focused. I'm going to go back my senior year, homecoming celebration. We all looked at the schedule. Bearden, which is the number 5 team in the state of Arkansas that week, which it kind of kept us, how you can get lost in the homecoming festivities and everything. But that week, Coach Carpenter kept us focused all week, and it came out. I'm going to go ahead and say and put a whooping on the number 5 team in the state. I think it was 42-0 if I don't.
I believe so. But you know what, Gary? You guys, go back to that 03 team. Y'all were dialed in August. Yeah. I was over there to practice, and it was probably one of the early ones. And you could tell it was just different.
Yes.
And you set the tone then, and you kept it going. And that's kind of what's happened with this bunch.
Right.
And
Big Deuce.
Big Deuce taking care of business there. But this team here, and this is the thing, we've kind of struggled some there in the early part of this decade. But then you start, Ball gets things going, you start winning 9 games. But here's the thing, when they walk down that hallway to go into the locker room, they look over to the left. Yeah. There's the standard looking at them. Yeah. It's up there on the wall. And you want to be remembered. How do you want to be remembered? Well, you want to be remembered with your picture on that wall.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Winning conference ain't going to get your picture on that wall.
No, sir, it will not. I can assure you. Pressure on the quarterback, and he is scrambling. I saw that coming. It's intercepted, but
that's house, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be roughing the passer.
Might get a little roughing right there.
Yeah, that should. He hit him well after the ball was thrown.
Wayne, something you talked about, like us battling injuries and this and that. And who was that kid? Who's number 17? Oh, he's a sophomore. Oh, he's a freshman that just moved up who's out here in the third quarter with 3 tackles. They're just deep. Every kid is bought in and locked in, and every kid's out there making plays and flying to the ball. And so I don't think they're in shape, and I don't think injuries is going to hurt us as bad this year. But you still got to be precautious too.
Yeah.
And in this situation here, you don't want to come down on the guy. You hit the quarterback and the ball was thrown. He's hustling. He's coming in hot.
Right.
That's part of it when you're aggressive, when you're all out. You'll take that aggressiveness and all out every time. You're not going to sit there and go, okay, you can't just,
Yep, that's a penalty you'll eat
You
happily.
got to eat that penalty and go on.
And it wouldn't surprise me if this quarterback is on his horse on this play too.
Yeah.
DK loves to fly.
Yeah.
5:24 and counting here in the second quarter. Dragons on top comfortably.
You know, Wayne, it's been a few years since we've had a Dragon team where names like Johnny Lloyd and Julio Hernandez come to mind.
Yeah.
And this team is, I mean, they fly to the ball and they want to hurt you.
Yes.
I mean, they want to hit hard. It's a contact sport, and they're bringing it back.
I tell you what, when you can put Julio Hernandez's name in there, you know, and to describe a team,
Byron Jones ought to be
that's saying
proud.
something.
Yeah.
He ought to be dang proud of that defense.
Yes, sir. That was a guy that, I mean, he was hitting in the locker room.
That's something I'm going to love to
He
hit.
wanted to hit. He wanted to hit his own teammates if he had to.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. You want that aggressiveness because it sets a tone. And this tone got set early tonight. And your offense, by the time they get on the field, you're up 2 scores.
And they're not taking any plays off. It's 50-0.
Yeah.
And we're in the backfield every play, and it's just it's refreshing to watch, Wayne.
And it's also, you got these freshmen up here, Derek. You got, and like Gary was talking about, you're going to get film on them, but at the same time, they're looking out on that field going, okay, that's what I got to do.
Yep.
I'm going to be next man up. When I'm next man up, I want to do that.
Yes, sir.
East Point set, 13, Des Arc 6.
That's a game there.
Yes, sir, and that was the score we got earlier, so that score has stayed the same. Got a battle going there.
Yeah. I bet you it's a lot of running the ball right there. Boy, this feels like October. Football in the Dragon border town.
Yes, sir, and we better enjoy it for a couple more hours because, believe it or not, it's going to be November.
Yeah. November football in the border town is always great.
Speaking of October, when we was talking about a little bit about homecoming earlier, I noticed the mayor of Pine Street had the grill going at about 7:30 this morning.
Yes, yes.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be chopping up like grown folk over there here shortly after the game's over.
Yes, sir. That's one thing about the community, you know, when homecoming,
I love it.
everybody get out of the community.
Yes, sir.
Have a good vibe going on, and that's what you love about the small towns.
I love it, man. I love a small town. Of course, I live in one.
Yeah.
But I love to see, especially Dragon fans. And Gary, will tell you something. The homecoming parade today was top notch,
Yes.
buddy. I'd never seen so much. It's one of the biggest I've seen in a while. And it was great to see here. And we got a man breaking loose for the Cougars. The chase is on, and they'll get them at about the 20. And that's going to be by far the biggest offensive play for the Cougars.
I think Byron's going to put that first unit back in. He's
going to do this right here. He's not going to look at ball. He's going to tell him to get back in there.
Yeah.
Well, I want a 0 up there.
Guarantee he looked at him and said, go get the ball.
Yeah. Lafayette County is going to try to get that goose egg off the board and get 6 up there. Of course, the Dragons would love to definitely preserve that shutout, go into the locker room with it. Second half, of course, would be a continual running clock.
There it is.
And there it is again. We talked about it. And if you do the count real quick, about 7 guys around the ball, Derek. This team pursues very well.
Nah, I mean, they're flying to the ball.
That's one thing I can't say about this defensive bunch. They fly. And they fly to the ball. It's not like Mr. Wayne said earlier. It's not 1 or 2 persons.
Well,
No.
you don't have a guy out there trying to make an open field
Right.
tackle without help because
Right.
if you do that, and you just hold on. The cavalry's coming, and they're good about that. Oh, Coach,
Talking earlier, that's secondary. I say that
it's
secondary.
one of the better ones
yeah,
we've ever had.
and one of the best secondaries I've seen in the state of 2A.
Well, 2 things about the secondary. Let me jump in here real quick. Number 1, go back to what Derek said about you got one guy that just shuts down half that field. Okay,
Right.
now you only got the other half to work with. You also got 2 9-techs and that defensive line, Gary.
Right.
Let's just go ahead and throw them all in there, putting pressure on that quarterback. Now you're out here playing center field. Where am I going to throw the ball to? Well, I only got one area, and I got to get rid of the ball. But this is your opportunity to make plays, and that's what this defense is doing.
Yes.
And that's why, they kind of got me curious, where are they exactly ranking at now with interceptions?
Well, you never see DK shading over to Larry's side. He's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
No.
He knows where he needs to be.
As a safety, you love that because
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about that guy. He's got it on.
Yeah.
I can roam the field a little bit. And Hampton, he's a thumper. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? He
that's what I'm
likes to come
saying.
down and
He
lay
likes
the
to
pad.
come down full speed. He runs with that head down.
And number 4, what's his name?
Zamundre.
Samandre, you know, for him to be so short at corner, you know, a lot of teams you would think pick on him.
He's got good ball skills, and
yes.
he high points the ball as good as anybody out there with his size.
Exactly.
Yes.
I like that, Derek. He high points the ball. There's no doubt about that.
You know, a lot of teams try to take advantage of him, and then after 2 or 3 plays, he done broke off. So,
Yep.
okay, this kid's,
Yep.
you know, he's like.
Well, we've seen that last year with Dismuke.
Yeah.
They tried to pick on him, and Dismuke had 3 or 4 pass breakups a game.
That's right there, because that center's getting thumped on all night.
Yep.
And that ball start rolling like that. You know he done had enough of it.
He's through with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got to deal with that up front, and them boys are wore out.
Right.
And Lafayette County's always got a good athletic team, and they're always in good shape. I guarantee you, them boys are tired right now. 'Cause you got a brick wall in front of you.
And that's one thing about the Dragon teams. You know, they've always been physical up front. You know, and I'm going to say that that's what always set us apart from everybody, the physicality up front.
And I think that starts in the weight room.
Yes.
Amen.
Starts in January right there.
Yep.
Let's go to the DSN scoreboard real quick. Wildcats over Jonesboro, 21-14. EPC 13, Desart 6. Poyne 26, Bearden 8. A couple scores there for you. While I got a chance, I want to thank, I got the opportunity, I want to do it real quick. I want to thank all the fine advertisers, sponsors of the Dragon Sports Network. From the depths of my heart, thank you for being with us. This is our 13th year to bring you Junction City Athletics. These guys up here, Brennan, I call him Scarecrow over there.
Tommy.
And then Tommy. Derek, of course, Kyle Sellers, Daniel Wood. I'm afraid I'll leave somebody out. Of course, y'all know the old ex-Wildcat down there in Denton. Helping these guys out is, once again, the Junction defense driving them backwards.
That's
Nemo, the junior with the sack back near midfield. They do a great job, and to do that great job, you got to have the support of advertisers and sponsors like you see. So, folks, it's more than just scrolling them across there and you look at them. If you know anybody involved with any of these companies, let them know, hey, man, tell your boss or tell whoever handles the advertising that I watch DSN, and I thank y'all for supporting it. Our 13th year, these guys have expanded it. They do basketball, and the numbers are up big time on basketball. I mean, big time. They're into baseball and softball now. And we have arrived at halftime here at the Muse. Our score, Junction City 50, Lafayette County 0. We'll be back in 3 minutes on the Dragon Sports Network.
We're back here with some second half action. We lost our other audio guy. He is down there. He's found his wings, and he's probably done for the game. I'm Ernie Cup alongside me, Wayne Bumper and Derek Rocket. Coach Meek said, shout out to McGraw's for the wings there.
He said there's a running clock on them wings right now, buddy.
I bet there is.
Junction City will receive the second half kickoff. Derek, if you're going to get flowers, where are you going?
I'm going to Sincerely Sky.
If you're going to get a tree cut, who you calling?
I'm calling Max Tree Service.
Southern Division, Howard Cup.
The Big South.
Like we said, we appreciate all of our sponsors, and, man, there's some good ones. Castillo's Granite, I believe they're one of our new ones, Wayne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does a lot of work for my Uncle Daryl Ford. I think they're coming in a couple weeks, maybe next week. Daryl Ford's kept him busy alone, so I can imagine does great work, great people. Go see Mr. Castillo. Here we go. Second half action underway. Kick it deep. Surprise there. Get a number over there. Gonna get a return.
It's Kennedy, ain't it? Yep. That's Kennedy. He's
We're
gone.
going to get a good look
gone.
out here, fellas. Jermaine Kennedy.
Numbers.
Who's that racing him behind him, Wayne?
That's
Larry.
Larry.
Jacory was on a foot race with him.
I'm sorry. The kicker tickled me. He was looking one way, and the guy run right by.
He said, I'm good, Coach.
I'm good, Coach. I didn't see him. Never mind.
Only one that could have made that tackle was Larry himself.
That's it.
I thought Larry was fixing to track him down. And like we talked about earlier, you were talking about the quarterback. His first action Wayne's got this year of seeing Jacory. It's even better when you got a twin brother named Jacory on the other side. Here we go. Reed Cates set to kick the PAT. Just like that, we're going to have a running clock. Already had the running clock, but if you're just now joining us, see if we can get the snap. Reed's looked good in recent weeks. Good snap. Kick is up. True. We'll take 60 seconds. Starting to get some. No, he's got the main group out there minus the Kylan.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Did he sneak out there?
They're swapping.
Okay, here we go. I was about to say, my guy I'm watching right here is DJ Brown, 6 on this near side. He likes to go up and lay a lick. Kicking to his side, you better watch out. 4 or 5.
Yeah, there are they.
They're good. Cage has got this thing teed up, and may get to see Brown lay a lick here. Just shy. The host of other Dragons are there to make the play. Number was that, Wayne? 21?
21 initially, and then once again, and love to say this, 3 or 4 more join them.
21 is a kid that George Williams, Coach Jack, Coach Hutch, a lot of people have told me about this kid, a freshman, Demarion Williams. Got about a 6'1" frame. Kid can fly. Going to be special. Keep an eye on him.
Coach Morphus was talking about him as well.
And you talked about it a little bit. We've talked about Coach Jones. We've talked about Coach Ball. Talk a little bit about Morphus, Derek.
Oh, I mean, he's dialing up what we need dialed up. He's calling the right plays, and he don't get in a frenzy or anything. You know, he doesn't get rattled when the offense ain't moving the ball like they should. He sticks to the script, and it's been paying off for him.
Here we go. Get our look at this defense. Looks like still the starters out there. Ball's on the ground. Going to just fall on it. Right thing to do because waiting on you was Lamarion Robinson, Jackson Caldwell, and Brennan Lee. Wayne, it's kind of hard to say when you've got 3 or 4 kids to name every time, but that's a luxury for this defense.
And that's what you want. You want to look on that stat chart for the defense after a game and go, yeah, this guy had 3 solos, but, man, look at this, 8 assists, 9 assists for this guy, 6 for this one. That tells you they're getting to where they need to get.
Yep.
And one more thing, y'all mentioned, you was talking about the size. Hey, man, you can't coach the size. You either got size or you don't. There's one more thing you can't coach and get, and that's speed.
Yep.
And Junction has that also.
A lot of it. Going to try to get around that outside, and who's there? Is that
Big
5'4"?
deuce.
You ain't getting away from that.
No, 3 yards in the backfield, Derek, and he's making play. If he's not making a play, he's disrupting it.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we're just a broken record, but once again, you got people there immediately to wrap it up like they should.
Well, he's not. The play's not even developing.
Yeah,
they're there. They're there already.
I think George Williams on the chain gang. I think it was Dirks here. Don't quote me, but someone said they let the name on that jersey beat you before you ever stepped on the field. There was someone on that sideline he heard say it. That's the old Junction City Wayne.
That's what you want. And after this play, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Well, procedure. This goes back to Mike Baird, the guy that Junction City football. Everybody knows who he is. We all called him Dude, but he was with the Rising Staff, I believe, in 2003 when they came here to play, and I think it was that year. But anyway. He said when Junction took the field in those uniforms, he said their team just got quiet. And it was in their head. Of course, It was still a battle. But you had that mystique, like, okay, especially those old Harvest Moon jerseys. Nobody else had nothing like that. You saw those jerseys, and okay, wait a minute. It's Junction City. It's Junction City, Who we got next week?
Is he going to try to throw it, Wayne?
And he is, and it is completed.
Oh, nice pass.
Hey, nice pass.
But, yes, like we said, it was nice to hear that because we haven't taken nothing away from teams the last few years. Nothing away from it. But teams are starting to see Junction City on that jersey, and you're intimidated when you get here. And rightfully so. You look at the scoreboard.
Well, let's just call it like it is. There was a couple of years there. It was all about me and not about we. You had, and it was more than 1 year or 2 year, and you just didn't have
team chemistry.
Yeah, you didn't have what you used to have. And Coach Ball talked about this year, that locker room, it is together. One for all for one, and that's the way it's got to be if you're going to be successful. And look at
Duff with the scoop and score.
Woo! The junior. 6'7", 285.
Woo! Wayne, I wanted to add to that. We asked Coach Ball before this year started, who's your guy? Who's your guy? Because, last year Grimes was the guy. The year before we got a guy. Who's your guy? He said pick one.
That's a good answer for Coach Ball.
That's what you want to hear. Who's the guy you're going to turn to?
He said pick one.
Pick one. When you can say that, you got a team.
By the way, folks, we've said it before. We'll say it again. 77's learning the game of football.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a quick learner, fellas.
Yeah. We're talking about a guy who had 2 pancake blocks 30 yards downfield a couple weeks ago.
That's what set him. And that's going to be a tape that these coaches do a phenomenal job of getting the tape out on these guys. You say you can't get recruited in 2A football? Look at these last couple of years.
There's about 9 down there with offers right now.
And you're probably going to have to – and that's not count – Lord. Kate's up.
Oh, nice.
It is good.
Nice.
We'll be back in 60. 64-0. Coach Morphus wanted a 60-piece last week. Well, buddy, he's got 4 extra on the side, Derek. Here we go. 3:49, clock is rolling. Cates has this thing teed up. We're going to start getting – it looks like El Dorado's up 30-14. They're about to get ready to start their second half. Looks like the Wildcats are handling business, and Cates is going to put a boot into this one. It's going to be at about the – ball's on the ground, I think. It popped back out. I thought we had it, but that was Christian Miller, the freshman that dove down. Did he call him down?
Yeah.
The ball was out.
We're
good with it. Here we go. I'll tell you another kid. You look at 64, Wayne, 6'3", 250, 260. That's a sophomore. That's DQ standard. Tavion Jamison, 70. I do not have a size chart. Looking at him up against DQ there. Gavin Thurman, 6'1", 260. This is your second and third string, Wayne, by the way.
Right. And here's the thing. These guys, give Devin Ball credit. He's coaching, he's doing his job, and he's also motivating. You get these kids out of the classroom. You know, it's been said, well, Junction's recruiting. Yeah, there are some guys that transferred. But he is. I'll go ahead and tell you now, all the keyboard warriors, get ready. I'm fixing to give you the inside scoop. Devin Ball's recruiting. He's in the Junction City hallways. You need to come down here to this field house and play some football.
Yeah.
And he's got them out now. Look down on that sideline, about 50 guys total.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you want. And if you sit there and go, well, Junction running 50 players, instead of griping about Junction, why don't you go talk to your coach and say, hey, do your job and motivate some kids and get them out there on the football field.
This is what I'm looking at.
And that's what I'm proud of Devin about. He's got these kids out here wanting to play.
64-0. We're down to under 2 minutes, under three quarters. You look at your seniors over here. You look at Jackson Caldwell. You look at the Larry twins. You look at Deuce. They're dialed in this football game. You do not have everybody taking Gatorade baths over here. They're dialed in.
Yeah.
And that's a different group right there.
We're not taking pictures yet. You know, we're not going to do that. We're going to stay focused. And you go, well, what? You know, hey, man, you're being old school and griping and all. No.
Old school work, Wayne.
Old school works.
You're here to do a job.
That's it. Well, you say, really? Yeah, it does work. Walk down into the Rosenwald Fieldhouse and look on the wall. There's 7 state titles up there. These guys are trying to make it number 8. They want to be remembered. To do it, you got to do the things we're talking about.
Hard-nosed football won every state championship we had.
Amen.
This coaching staff, they've been together a few years now. They've gelled. These kids know what to expect with this coaching staff. This team is bought in, and I can't say enough about any of these coaches or any of these players.
Yeah, I tell you what, let's start with Jack Smith. Played on 2 teams, one that was a state runner-up and one that won state. Jack also really great in baseball, was successful. He knows how to earn a ring. So when he tells you something, he knows what he's talking about. Now you got 2 more guys that played here, and you can make the argument, and a very, very good argument, 2 greatest defensive players. What a lick. 2 greatest defensive players we've ever had.
Yeah.
Think about it. Byron Jones, Devin Ball.
Both played Division I football.
Both played Division I football. Well, Byron did. Devin had Division I offers.
He had Division I offers,
and then he ended up. He went to OBU, played, and got into coaching. Jones got into coaching. Now they're back here. When they tell you something, they know what they're talking about. And by the way, those 2 had a fairly decent high school coach that knew a thing or 2 about football. So when you start applying all that and saying, hey, guys, this is not broke. This will still work. This way we do things as we come to the end of the third quarter. We'll just keep it here if it's all right. We're going to do it the way we used to do it, and it works. These guys have bought in. Y'all said it. Y'all told me before the games, Wayne, I'm telling y'all, these guys are dialed in, and they're showing it. Okay, they're not playing nobody, Wayne. Well, no, you don't want to say that. Lafayette County, they're doing their job. When you play a team you're supposed to beat, you beat them. Yeah. You don't fool around in third quarter and the coach has to scream at you, we got to get this under control. You know, in 05, we struggled with Eudora. We should have beat them by 5 scores, and we had to recover an onside kick to save the game.
Last year. Spring Hill.
Lafayette
County.
Lafayette
goes down
County.
To the wire.
Yeah.
I was watching a Spring Hill game, and I'm like, I started to text y'all and go, are y'all sure y'all getting the score right? And I'm not being mean to nobody, but you're supposed to take care of business.
Yes.
Like this.
Yeah.
Another coach y'all haven't talked about, they're not Junction City, Lorenzo Dixon. You also throw you go to Strong and you get a guy with the knowledge of Lorenzo Dixon to add to this staff. My goodness, what else do you need? Oh, you bring Coach Morphus in.
And noted for his offense. Dixon noted for his training and coaching on the secondary. And you put all this together and say, okay, this is what we're looking to do. And everybody's on the same page. When I went in that coach's office this evening, you could tell they were all on the same page. And they're confident. There's a difference between confident and cocky. They're not cocky, they're confident. This is what we can do. They look at the bracket and they say, if the bracket falls like this. They also, what we talked about earlier, talking about if you got injuries, here's what we're going to do here.
You can go look this coaching staff here. a lot of teams say, well, you got the talent. You can text this coaching staff 4 o'clock in the morning tonight, see what they're doing. They're watching film.
Yeah.
That was DeKylan out there, wasn't it? Yes, it was. That's the headhunter we're talking about. But you talk about it. This coaching staff does the homework every week. We have film on everybody, and they look at everybody and everything.
Okay.
And that's what it takes.
Okay, let's go back to Devin, because he sets stone. He's the head coach. His high school coach, of course, I'm talking about Coach Carpenter. Coach Carpenter believed in film. Mm-hmm. We are going to look at film. And he broke it down to them, and he laid it out there. This is a team you should beat by, 6, 7 touchdowns. If we're in the second quarter and we're still struggling with them, you guys ain't paying attention.
Yep.
You know what you're supposed to do. And that's part of growing up as a player, developing as a player. And you talk to Kevin Payne or some of the other old-time Dragons, Gerard and all, they'll tell you Coach Carton believed in film study and wanted everybody to pick up on it. You look for the tendencies. You look for tails, as they call it.
Little things.
Little things. They make a difference.
Well, you have to be married to your craft if you want to be successful at it. And if
Absolutely.
you look in this north end zone, there's a whole lot of success on that fence right there.
That's right.
I've been friends with Coach Ball since about 2008. Derek, I think you're a lifelong friend. Mm-hmm. I consider Devin one of my better friends. Byron, known Byron since I've been at Junction City, one of the most friendly people you'll meet. You get him out there on these fields, both of these guys
are killers.
Competitive.
They are killers.
And they compete with these two coaches compete with each other.
Yeah.
And the kids are identical to them. And Wayne, and you can't say enough about
it.
Well,
we haven't said, what are you doing? Where's the substitution? Why aren't we getting delay game penalties? Why is there that stupid holding call? Where's that at? We haven't had to say that all year, so we hadn't brought it up. They're disciplined. And that goes back to the coaching. And Devin said it last year. He said, Rocket, I can't execute for him. I can do everything else, buddy. We're going to fix your plate and set it in front of you. You got to eat. And he couldn't. But this year they're executing because they're bought in.
DQ standard tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Let me get a name for 50 coming in here. Sorry we got into that, folks. You get passionate. That's Caden Gibson.
Well, I mean, these coaches need to get their flowers.
We're going to step away for 60 seconds. We got a player down. Good to see the kid get up on his own. We got second 10 ball is at midfield. Kate Hightower near side playing corner. Got a lot of new faces out there. We're going to try to get it the best we can to you. Got a little room to run here, Wayne.
Yeah.
Following his blocks. He's got a first down carry.
Good run.
Yeah.
Good lick late. Who was that? What number?
It was 23 on the carry.
You know who it was. Good lick late, number
8.
Yeah.
DJ Brown, headhunter, getting ready to check in.
Yeah, Brown likes to hit too.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we talked about it earlier. That 0 is still on that scoreboard, gentlemen. You look at Coach Jones. It's 0-0 in his mind. And there's only 1 0 that he won't stay in on there, Derek.
That's right.
Here we go. Ball is at the 38-yard line in Junction territory. Quarterback's got it. He's getting ready, trying to follow his blocks. Good run. He's got a chance.
I'll tell you what.
About a 13, 14-yard carry.
23's got some vision.
He does. Follows his blocks well. Patient, yeah. Derek. Well, you look at Coach Jones looking around.
All right, guys.
He's finally looking at Devin. Yeah. I said he's not even going to look at Devin, I think.
Aiden Hilton checking in, sophomore. Mr. Gibson going to check out. Good to have another Gibson out there, Wayne.
Yeah.
That name means a lot in Junction City.
It means a lot in Junction City.
Here we go. 64-0 Dragons, 7.5 left to play in this one. Lafayette County has their best drive of the night going. And another one. Smack over up 21-13.
I bet number 23 gets a few carries next week for Lafayette County.
If he doesn't,
yeah,
I don't know why.
And you know what? You look at the score. The clock, of course, is continuously running. 7:14 to go. That kid's still running hard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he does it next week.
And they're down 64-0.
Yeah, 64-0. You could clock it in and call it a night.
Stephen checking off. That's Jones checking back in. Nehemiah Jones. Stephen Johnson was the kid that come off. Boonville down 7-14 to Charleston. Good patient. That patient run, that right there, Derek.
Yep.
Got in there. He's in. Good. That was a good run.
Yeah,
but that little delayed
run,
run is what's working for them.
Well, the chunk yardage they've got tonight has been on the ground.
Wayne, I thought that headset went 30 yards from Coach Jones right then. You look at these two coaches. That's Jack, Coach Jones. It ain't 64-6 in their eyes, boys.
No, it's 6-0 right now, and they're mad about it.
No snacks after the game.
The guys that are on the field, you will not get your sandwich tonight.
Lunch has been canceled due to lack of hustle.
But give the Cougars credit, man. And go back to 23. And the reason we're calling their numbers, folks, we weren't able to get a roster from them. But, that young man, and then, of course, Zero, the patience he had there, that delay setting it up. They're still out there playing hard, and that's what you like to see.
We'll step away for 60 seconds. That was Murphy on the tackle. I was fixing to shout out the defending back-to-back state champs, but I look down there, and there are senior citizens all in amongst them. We're going to get you a little camera action there.
And for those listening, no, that was not a hot mic.
We got the Golden Age.
The Golden Girls are here.
That's right.
And we look down here, and I'm almost positive I saw Richard Hightower and George Williams sneak off when they saw that camera. We saw y'all with the pom-poms, boys. And was Gary down there, Derek?
I seen him do a cartwheel a minute ago.
Here we go. Going to be an onside kick, and it's going to go about 2 yards.
They touched it.
Yeah, they touched. Stay away from it.
It's nothing to it.
Yeah, just
Junction
leave it
City
alone.
will take over. I want to see this Demarion Williams and Torrance kid. That's the two freshmen. As far as your skill guys.
Williams, the kid that had 4 carries for 40 yards the other night.
He slipped right before he got to – he should have scored.
Yeah.
Well, and this is the thing we go back to earlier, was talking about when they started – and the Junction for the regular started substituting in the first quarter. So it wasn't like, we're going to sit here and pound. Everybody has played. Everybody's going to play some more because you want to get film on them, actual game. Let's see how they look, especially the freshmen.
We can only practice so much.
Right.
I mean, you have to see how you're going to react in game time decisions.
Exactly. How they going to look.
Yeah.
We look. Memory Williams has took this serious. She's practiced every day for this. And Richard, he's stuck up here. He looks just mad at the world right now. She's out there still in the tension, and Cade's out there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick, Wayne, we're talking about that.
John's got pom-poms now.
Jermaine Kennedy, he'll be your quarterback next year. You watch this kid right here. Well, you've already seen him run the ball down the field 5 or 6 times. He can sling it. This is Zai Snow checking in for the Dragons. It's Jackson Caldwell in the backfield. He's getting Snow lined up. That's DJ Brown coming in late, got 9 on the play clock. Kennedy under center. We're in the bone.
Yeah, I like seeing this.
And here we go. I'd like to think this ball is going to Jackson Caldwell, the senior, leading rusher for this team. Here he goes.
Good run by Caldwell.
Caldwell is your hard nose, does well shifting right and left. Kids, he's our leading rusher this year.
John's doing a pom-pom pass down there, Brennan. John is doing the pom-pom pass.
You got the camera on that, Caleb? Get it off the game.
Caleb, get it off the game.
Look at this.
Get it, John.
Lord
man,
have
he's-
mercy.
That's Wayne. Can you tell that's a rocket right there?
It's written all over.
It's
man.
written all over.
It's written all over.
My main man, John.
If we could get the camera on it,
he's
Richard
got-
Hightower.
John is locked in,
He's got moves I haven't seen at Paper Hill Social Club.
Here we go.
buddy.
Back in the bone. Looks like
He's
Perry
just
and
getting
Brown.
warmed up.
Brown trying to get around that outside.
Oh,
He's
good
got some
move.
space. That's your fifth-string running back, folks. Here we go. Brown stretches
in.
it out. Did they call him out?
I think they're going to call him out. What I like is when he started to the outside, he was still kind of moving to the inside. He's kind of bought a little bit of time. Just that second made everybody, oh, he's fixing to cut, and then just took it out.
You look down here, Richard Hightower is going to the truck. He's had enough. His boy's out there making plays, and my Lord.
He's upset over the pom-pom
Look at him.
pass.
Look
yeah,
at him.
he is.
Hat just got thrown, shades thrown. He just slapped George. He is hot. Here we go. Ball's at about, what, the 3-yard line?
3-yard line, first and goal.
I think that's
142 and running.
Perry and Brown in the backfield in the bone. Jermaine Kennedy under center. They want that 70-piece. Going to back them up 5. I can tell you who does want it, Coach Morphus, and he's about 5 yards on the field right now. He wanted that 60 last week. Had it. Kid slipped right going into the end zone. He wants that 70. Same formation. Ball's at the 9-yard line.
Oh my gosh.
Good hard run. Ball still up.
Wayne.
We're right at a minute to play in this one. About a yard on that carry, Wayne. Not much there.
Not much. The ball, he lost the handle on the ball at first, but grabbed it. Did good not to lose yards.
Zyreek in. Seconds. We got second and goal from the 6. Snap was kind of bobbled. Tried to go to Zyreek. That play never had a chance. Wayne.
No.
If I'm Coach Morphus, I'll let Jermaine show you that cannon because you haven't seen it this year. He throws a pretty ball.
I got a feeling though they're going to hold them. That'll be it.
Excellent game for this team.
Yeah.
Of course, Daniel Wood will not be in attendance. We should get Kyle back. We're going to bring you that game, and we want to finish it right for these seniors. We want to stay healthy. Tonight, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You look at that scoreboard. The only thing, if you're critiquing them or Coach Point, that's 6. Wayne, what do you see?
The first thing, this team is focused. There's no doubt. Or what you heard us say a lot tonight, they're dialed in. Second, you can tell there is a change in the culture of this program. They're more focused on, hey, this is what we're going to do as a team. And it goes back to being focused and dialed in like you should be. You beat a team that you should beat, you beat them, and it wasn't an issue. And then next week, everybody says, oh, they got next week. Well, no, they still got to go through the practices and all that and get ready. But you want to see them continue this because after that, it's, as we always called it, it's Samsonite time. To pack your luggage. You win, you move on. You lose, you go home. You get ready to practice basketball. Tonight showed me they're ready to make, and this has been a while since we said this, a serious run to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And that you're going to see this team is, I can't say it enough, focused. This coaching staff, these players. If you want to see them again, come out next Thursday night for senior night. If you cannot make it, we encourage you to make it. If you cannot, tune in to us. We'll have you the game. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
In 2013, the Dragon Sports Network was created to give Junction City fans an opportunity to follow Dragon football live each and every week. Since then, and for the past several years, the network has expanded to coverage of Dragon basketball and hopes to add coverage of additional Dragon athletic teams in the future. Through the years, the DSN has benefited greatly from many generous sponsors and advertisers. Of those, several have been with the network from its very humble beginnings 10 years ago. The DSN is thankful for all the support it has received from those organizations, businesses, and individuals through the years. One very special individual who has been a wonderful contributor to the DSN from the very start has been Miss Jan Norris Pepper. In 2013, Miss Pepper gave to the network through the Kevin Norris Memorial, which was started in memory of her late brother. A 1978 graduate of Junction City High School, James Kevin Norris played center on the 1977 Junction City football team, which finished as the 7AA East Conference runner-up and a game shy of reaching the state playoffs in an era when fewer teams earned postseason berths. He was a proud FFA member and an employee of the Georgia Pacific Sawmill, where he worked as a welder until his tragic passing in 1991. Ms. Jan, on behalf of the Dragon Sports Network, we thank you for your support of Junction City Athletics and for allowing us to bring the action live to our fans from all corners of the natural state. Most importantly, we thank you for allowing us to play a small role in keeping alive the memory of your beloved brother. We love you. The following has been an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.